This boat is made of just one Lego piece, and I'm gonna test if it floats. I'm also gonna test a 10-piece boat, a 100-piece boat, a 10,000-piece boat, and there's even a Lego boat made of more than 1,000,000 pieces. But first we need to test the single-piece boat. You can put a minifigure in here. It's small, but it works as a boat. Will it float like one? Here's some real water, time to find out. Okay, here we go. It sank. Well, are you surprised? It was only one piece. So let's try one made of 10 pieces. Here's the pieces I'm gonna use. It's a simple and easy build. And it's done. Let's put our guy in there. Now, because I had so few pieces, there's cracks in the side, but at least it's a nice color. Those cracks aren't gonna help it float. Okay, in it goes. Aw man, that didn't float at all. And if you're wondering who this guy under the water is, his name is Pirate Pete, and he recently became Captain Pete. Now that he's a pirate captain, he's forming a crew. So subscribe to join Captain Pete's crew. But there's one more thing he needs, his own pirate ship. So it's time to test the next boat, which is gonna be the 20-piece boat. And to really make those pieces count, I'm gonna use these big boat parts. Now, with only 2 pieces, I'm able to make the base of the boat, and I'll use the rest of the pieces to add the top. Alright, let's add Captain Pete and test it out. This boat is actually super cute. I hope this one floats. No, but it was so cool. But I have a way to stop it from flipping. I just need to add one more part, this specialized weight piece. Now that it's 21 pieces, let's test it again. Yes, it worked. Next, I'm gonna build a 25-piece boat, and I'm gonna do it by extending this one. Since I used these modular boat pieces, I can just add a bunch more. Here's one more, and another, and another, and another, and the last one, and it's done. This boat is so long, and it's only 25 pieces. For scale, here's Captain Pete. This thing is just too long. It's got to sink. Okay, let's try it out. It's actually floating really well. But can it handle some waves? It looks like it's gonna make it. Wow, this boat can survive anything. Makes sense, it was really long. I'm just surprised it didn't flip sooner. For the 50-piece boat, I bought this Minecraft pirate ship. Alright, let's get this built. Now, you know I don't need these instructions. The set built itself. I love it when that happens. Now, this set comes with a llama, a squid, and a dock. It also came with these pirate skins, and one of them has an eye patch like Pete. But we won't need either of them. Pete's gonna test this boat. Let's lower it into the water. Hey, it actually floats. This one surprises me. Oh no, but it's tipping. The water is creeping in. No. That's too bad. While we're at it, let's test the octopus. Okay, I'll just throw it in. I don't know what I expected. I mean, did I think it would come to life and swim around? And it did come with this llama as well. Time for Pete to ride it. I'll put it in swim mode. So much for swim mode. Now I built an 80-piece ship, and it is really tall. We already tested the longest boat. Let's try this tallest boat. Is it too tall to float? Let's find out. This thing did not do as well as the longboat. For the 100-piece ship, I bought this sailboat. And now I'm gonna build it.
I can't get this one open. It says thumb. I'm putting my thumb on it. I can't get this damn thing open. Nailed it.
Okay, now check out this cool trick. I put all the pieces in the boat, and now I shake it up, and ta-da! A completed sailboat. I think this one has a really good chance of floating, and maybe I can even blow on the sail to move it. Here we go. Well, it floats. Now it's time to test the sail. Aw man. I thought it would move with the wind. Now we're up to 200 pieces, so I got this Technic boat. It's pretty small, but the piece count is high because of how Technic is built. I mean, how many of these blue pins does it have? It has a really cool feature where if you move it forward, the engine actually pumps up and down. Honestly, it's not that cool. It's hard to fit Pete into this one because it wasn't built for a minifigure. Alright, let's go. Oh my god, what? Why did that just go straight down? This is the worst Lego boat I've ever tested. It is completely underwater. It just sank like a stone and never came back up. Next up we got the 300 piece boat, and I'm gonna use this one. This is a cargo container and it's nearly entirely made of just one piece. Altogether, it's about 20 pieces including the bridge. So in order to make this a 300 piece ship, I'm gonna have to add stuff. And since it is a cargo ship, I'm gonna build some cargo containers. First I'll add this yellow container, next a red one, another yellow one, and one more red one. With this one, the bottom of the ship is full, so it's time to start stacking on top. Next container, now a green one, and it can fit 2 more big ones. Okay, the ship is fully loaded and is now 300 pieces. So now it's time for Captain Pete to test it out. Let's see if it floats. It works great with no cargo, but let's see how many cargo containers it can hold without sinking. Okay, here we go. There's 1 crate, 2 crates, 3 crates, 4 crates. It's holding up really well. 5 crates. Oh, it wobbled. 6 crates. Alright, this is looking really bad. And we still got 2 more containers to add. But it could tip at any second. I gotta be careful with this. Ooh, it's just holding on. The last crate could sink it. Just 1 more. Oh, it won't hold. Ah, it fell over. This boat was so close to carrying all the containers. For the 400 piece boat, I'm gonna use 2 boat pieces. These should help it float. And for the main part, I'll build a house. Now it's a cool floating house. I'm gonna furnish it with an armchair and a sofa. Now, along with Pirate Pete, he can sail with other people, like his friend Daredevil Dave. Now they can sit back and relax while I test if it floats. So I don't know if this boat will float, but it's definitely my favorite so far. I really hope this works. Aw man, that flipped hard. Let's check how Dave and Pete are doing underwater. Wow, it's so peaceful down here. And Dave and Pete are just chilling upside down. This actually looks kind of fun, but let's see it from their perspective. To them, it looks like they're the right way up and nothing has changed. Do they even know they flipped around and now they're under the water? Anyway, let's move on to the 500 piece ship. For this one, I got a pirate sailboat. This is the biggest one yet, and Pete would feel right at home since it is a pirate ship. It's got everything like a bottle, loose wood, holes in the floor. Actually, this is pretty bad for a boat. But Pete's gonna test it anyway. In we go. Will it sink? Oh wow, it immediately started leaking. It's going under. And Pete is gone, so sad. That's the end of that boat. And for the 600 piece boat, I bought this giant Minecraft end ship. This one is easy to open, unlike that other box. That's a lot of purple bricks. Alright, let's start building.
A few moments later.
Okay, I finished the first build. It's the Ender Dragon's egg, but we need to get to the actual ship so we can test it in the water. So let's move on to the next packet.
12 seconds later.
That packet was the Ender Dragon, and he has a cool feature. If you press this piece on his back here, he shoots a purple fireball. So anyway, these pieces must be the boat. It's finally time to build this and test it.
1 eternity later.
And it's done. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Maybe too big to float. And some of these windows are just straight up holes, so water can pour in there. This is probably gonna sink. Here's Pirate Pete to test it. Now it's ready. Okay, here we are at the water. The bottom actually looks pretty watertight, so it might have a chance. Oh wow, that didn't float for a second. It just immediately tipped. Damn it, I hate this boat, I'm gonna punch it! I thought it would break. Well, that's impressive at least. I may as well test the Ender Dragon too. His wings are so big he might float. What? It actually worked! This is crazy! Oh, but not for long. So long, Ender Dragon. Next up, we're gonna build a 1,000-piece boat. And here it is. It is huge, but this boat is actually not 1,000 pieces. It's slightly less than that. So I'm gonna have to add some stuff to bring it up to 1,000. The first thing I'm gonna add is an ice cream stand. And on the roof, I'll put this ice cream cone I built. Here's some ice cream to go behind the counter. And a couple of popsicles in a freezer. I'll put that in there too. And of course, someone to run the stand. Now, the passengers can buy ice cream whenever they want. But that is still not 1,000 pieces, so I'm gonna have to add something else. And I know just what to add. A water slide. I'm turning this into a whole cruise ship. Now, the passengers can walk up the stairs and then ride down the slide. Now that's fun. And the last thing I'll add is a diving board on top. People can come up here to jump all the way down to the water. And that brings it up to 1,000 pieces. So with that complete, it's time to test if this boat can float with all this extra weight. I gotta lower it in carefully. This ship is our biggest one yet, and so far it's floating fine. So let's have Pete test the features. First the diving board. This reminds Pete of walking the plank, but more fun. Now for the slide. It's like an amusement park on a boat, but can it survive some waves? Oh no, it's tipping! Oh, this is a tragedy. Now we're moving up to a 10,000 piece Lego ship. This is actually the biggest ship Lego makes, and I actually tested it before.
Okay. And it's tipping.
It floats! Oh no, it's tipping! Ah,
It's full of water now. And it's making it heavy. Let's see if we can do this again.
check that out. Oh no, don't check that out. Okay, so if I glide it across the water, it might stay up. Let's try it. Oh, well that didn't work at all. And now it's stuck out in the middle of the water. I'm gonna have to swim out to get it. Well, that whole thing was a total failure. It's still dirty from being in that filthy pond. I mean, look at this. But today, we're gonna have to test it the same way we tested all the other boats. Maybe it'll do better in the bath. Okay, here we go. Oh no, it's already sinking. Oh, turns out it doesn't fit. I guess that's the biggest boat we'll be testing in the bath. And a good thing too, because I wouldn't even know how to test the last boat we'll look at today. This Lego ship was built by a cruise company and is made of more than 2.5 million pieces. It ended up being nearly 30 feet long. That's longer than some real boats. Pirate Pete would definitely steal that if he got the chance. Unfortunately, it's in Hong Kong, so I don't think we're gonna get access to it. Oh well, maybe another time.